Hi everyone, I'm Mike Matsuno, and last month I published a new book titled The Alaska Dream. Alaska is a dream destination for so many people who long to visit this magical frontier. Some by car, others come by cruise ship. Alaska's geographic size is 1/5 of the United States. Two Texases, the second largest state in the US, could geographically fit into Alaska. But yet there are less than 1 million residents who physically live in the entire state. Alaska is a land of extremes, from the land of the midnight sun in the summer to the very dark and cold with just a couple of hours of light each day in the winter. There is only one Alaska in the entire world, and that is why I went to work in a salmon cannery in Alaska after graduating from college. I wanted to experience what Alaska was all about. Alaska Dream is a true adventure love story born out of summer life in a salmon cannery. Mark, a naive young college graduate from Hawaii, follows his dream to experience wild Alaska, where he encounters impossible odds and perseverance of the human spirit to survive the salmon season. It is one man's raw account of working within a blended community of first-generation immigrants from all over the U.S. and the unimaginable physical and mental hardships he endures while assigned to work under the strict Japanese salmon roe specialists. In the beginning, Mark's Japanese supervisors shower him with kindness, yet once the salmon season gains momentum, he is suddenly faced with the darkest moments of unfair treatment that pushes him to the painful edge. Remarkably, in the depths of the long and desperately grueling work days, Mark discovers hidden strength and the courage to carry on when he finds romance, intimacy, and true love with a local girl named Brandy from Alaska. Alaska Dream is a story with everything: adventure, despair, love, and fortitude. Some people have asked me, why did I write this book? I think deep inside, everyone wants to write a book either on their life or maybe their great novel. I think everyone has a book within them, and if they had the chance, they would like to have something remain behind as their legacy while they're alive or maybe after they pass. In 1994, upon my graduation from graduate school at Doshisha University in Kyoto, I saw an announcement on the bulletin board on campus, and there was a book writing contest that you could send in Japanese or English. Since I had some time until my next adventure, I decided to try and write something and selected the summer that I had worked in Alaska at the salmon cannery. So I wrote the initial draft over one very hot summer in Kyoto and sent it in to the contest. I never heard back from the book contest people, and the file of the manuscript sat in my computer or computers for over 33 years. Then in 2018, I happened to come across the file of the manuscript of that book on the computer while looking for something else. Back in 1994, when I first wrote the manuscript, the internet was just at its beginning. In 2018, 23 years later, technology, the internet, print on demand, Amazon had all advanced light years ahead, and now it was possible that you could actually self-publish on Amazon Kindle, on ebook, or in print form at a reasonable cost. So I decided that I should try and resurrect it and try to self-publish that book. When I first started editing the book, I thought it would be quick since the first draft of the book was already completed. But I was very naive, and the manuscript was very raw. My writing also had evolved through the years since 1995, and what I thought would take only maybe a couple of weeks ended up taking 2.5 years to complete. Anyway, Alaska Dream was finally completed and released on June 10th, 2020. Another reason to publish the book was I thought it might be interesting for readers because the concepts and the life situations and issues encountered in the book by Mark were still very prevalent even today. For example, for young people, it emphasized the ageless idea of following your dreams, challenging and pushing yourself to see how far you could go, taking risk, use ideals, one's self-identity and self-awareness, and finding out exactly what are your values and priorities in life. There were also intercultural challenges, misunderstandings, and expectations of working for the Japanese, who were also a major part of the story. And finally, and most importantly, was the love story that was born within the community of the cannery with a local girl named Brandy. I always hoped that Alaska Dream would have the essential components of a good book or a great movie. The struggle and the resilience. The interpersonal relationships twisted within intercultural misunderstandings and nuances. The search for the meaning of life. And of course, a beautiful love story that holds everything together throughout the struggles and adversity. If you're interested in this book, it's now available in Kindle ebook form and print form, and the link is below in the description. I hope this story will inspire people, especially young people, to follow their dreams no matter where it takes them, to maximize and finish whatever they set out to do, and to open themselves up to taking calculated risk and sometimes putting themselves in vulnerable situations, which in the end will give them the best insight and inner strength of knowing who they are and what they can do. Live the dream, find your true love, and discover your happiness.